All right, everybody. Welcome to the All Things Gaming episode number 30. We finally reached the big 30 on season 2 of All Things Gaming. It's always been a pleasure to have everyone here, always supporting us and doing what we do best. I definitely appreciate every last one of you guys, and we couldn't be doing this without you guys. So, I always want to give my thanks for all the supporters and everything like that, everyone coming through being humbled and doing their thing. So I appreciate you guys much greatly. But that being said, I definitely want to introduce my co-host. The guy is always the Destiny killer. No, he's not, but he's also the Destiny enthusiast. Always spreading his love, the young lord out here doing his thing and telling you what you need to hear, any information about Destiny. And he also is the co-host of the All Things Destiny podcast. So definitely want to introduce you to Mr. Arkstorm. How you doing, man? What's going on?
Doing good. Just want to touch on it. I'm not the co-host. That's actually one of my buddies of mine. I'm actually the host of the
Ooh,
All Things Destiny. So just that's a little misdetail. I just don't want people to get confused on that.
there
But
you
it's
go.
been good. We got some major changes happening, so looking forward to all those changes.
Ooh, what kind of new changes? What's happening out here, man? Let us
So
know.
we officially got ourselves a merch store after some people have been requesting it. I finally took the time to put it all together. We got some stuff, and then we also now have a website. We took the time
Okay.
and created a whole new website. Of course, we're gonna give people opportunity to fix things. So if
Mm-hmm.
there's like issues you guys seem like you guys want to see on the website, we're willing to work with it. Just some stuff that's big changes, and then we have, after talking with you and my co-host, we decided that it's getting too hard to manage two Kicks accounts, so we're going to my streaming account to make everything better. That way, we're only having to worry about changing the scenes rather than changing the stream key and everything. So
Yeah, I can understand that.
it's
That's
just
a lot
getting
to deal
annoying.
with.
So
Definitely, because you got
so
to
that's
do
what's
all
going
of
on
that.
for us.
Yeah, I can understand that. You wanna just always try to revamp things. I always tell all my streams, man. Sometimes if you've been going for a long time, get a little fresh up, a little rebranding. Add a little flair to all of your stuff. To say, hey, look, we've been in here for 2 years. We've been doing this for 3 years. Time to little change, make little changes and whatnot. All right, but yeah, what you been playing, man? What's been going on?
Oh, I really haven't actually played anything. The only really games I've been playing the last couple weeks, I got sick last weekend, was Call of Duty. That was the only kind of the game we've been playing, and I've been playing.
Hmm.
Destiny just hasn't been there for me. I'm hoping that with Solstice that stuff changes
Yeah, me
because I
too.
want to get back into it fully, but haven't really been there. So
Yeah, I can understand that. Hey, listen, the same with me, man. I've been on the Gulag gang, type of time. I've been playing some Warzone, man. I finally got back into it. It's been a while. I think the last time I got a chance to play it was back in 2020, when I first really just try to hammer out streaming. But finally getting back into it. It feels pretty good, and yeah, I still go to that Gulag from every now and again. But I almost won at least about 4 times. So I'm getting back into my fields of Call of Duty. So yeah, that's been fun. Got to just play a little bit of Callisto Protocol. That was really nice too, man. Man, I'm telling you, Callisto. If you're one of those people, it's kind of like having Dead Space, and just like it's kind of like a
ooh,
mixture of those type of genres, but in a really nice storytelling, jump scares, and all that type of stuff. It's
ooh, and
really good.
that's kind of where there's a certain map called Tagdo Totem that I love jump scares on. So I definitely want to. I'm definitely gonna be looking into that.
Yeah, man, you definitely got to try it out, man. It's definitely it's a wonderful title, man. I had a lot of fun with it. But we got a special guest, so I definitely want to introduce our special guest. Right. So, amongst everything, my this person I've got a chance to meet. Um, I would say maybe I guess it's been almost a month now, which is awesome. We met and tell you this person definitely changed my outlook on just like streamers in general. She sets the bar for streaming, but just really taking care of her community, always about the business, always doing her thing, always having a good time. And man, I'm telling you, the love is always in the air with her. Not only she's a wonderful cat mommy, but she also does just so she has so much variety when it comes to gaming knowledge and just understanding. Man, she just a ball of love and care. So I definitely want to introduce to you guys Mrs. O Nicole. How are you doing today?
Hello. Hi.
How
Wow,
you
that
been?
was that was so sweet of you to say about me. That means a lot. Thank you.
Hey,
Um,
it's much salute to you.
I appreciate that. I've been good. Yeah, I've been really good. Today has been just a relaxing day for me, and I got, ready for this podcast. Super excited to be here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Hey, listen, it's no problem. Like, listen, I love bringing the best out of people and just giving people a voice and that like we've said before, that's my thing. I always love doing that. And if anything, I owe you definitely all the flowers for actually stepping into this world and being able to
Oh,
be a part of
stop.
it. So you're amazing, awesome. So
It's really
I
sweet of you.
definitely
Thank
thank you.
you.
No doubt, no doubt. I got to give my flowers. So I appreciate y'all and everybody who's in the chat. Thank you for joining. I know y'all. I see y'all in there starting to join up. So I appreciate you. And yeah, I'm definitely excited for this. So I do want to ask you. You play a lot of games, a lot of favorites that I know of. I just want to ask you. How was your gaming history? What was that like growing up?
Ooh, okay. We're taking it all the way back.
Oh yeah.
uh, well, I grew up with three brothers and no sisters, and I was just always surrounded by very, uh, just sort of like the typical, stereotypical like boy activities, video games,
Yeah.
wrestling, just rough play, things like that. And I would watch my brothers play these games. And I mean, I had my own experience playing, like Space Invaders or Dig Dug or, on the Game Boy and stuff like that. But when I got
Hmm.
like really, really into gaming was Call of Duty because I would watch my brothers play. And I just wanted to be part of it. It just looked like so much fun.
Yes.
And my dad would always be like, Nicole, you can't do that. You're a girl. You shouldn't be wanting to shoot people. And like, that's not the point, first of all. Second of all, why can't I? Just let me. So that's basically kind of how it started is instead of, kind of hanging out with uh, females and doing dance and things like that. I was around these very, like I said, stereotypical male uh, activities, and video games has always been one of those things. At least it was like late 90s, early 2000s. Um,
Hey.
and so that was like the early start, the early start to it. But I'm so glad that things have changed so much over the years, and us girl gamers are really taking over now.
Yeah, y'all out here. Y'all faces is on almost every game now. You're kicking ass. You're doing a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. You absolutely. Soon I'll be seeing you as a skin on a video game at some point.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I wouldn't say that.
Hey, you
But
never
it's really
know those opportunities.
sure. I mean, I won't kick the idea, but it's really, I like that you mentioned that because it's really cool to see how much variety you see in games now. Like, I remember playing Call of Duty before. There's no, female character. There's no female
Hmm.
characters in most games. And now, Fortnite, Call of Duty, Overwatch, those games, and many others really are allowing or really seeing their true targeted audience and knowing that
Hmm.
females play video games too. And
Yep.
they're really, stretching that out to accommodate us.
And you know what's funny is I never growing up I never knew that was like a problem because I grew up I have two older sisters, right? So
Hmm.
like yeah, they used to game and everything like that. I was inspired from them. So it's like growing up seeing that and play with my sisters and everything with gaming and stuff like that. I never knew that was a problem until I started seeing like I think once we started getting into the online era of playing games
Yeah.
like you said Call of Duty and stuff like that. And I started seeing guys just like, "Oh, a girl." I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like,
Right.
because
Right.
I was totally out of the loop when it comes to that. So, just to see that, it's definitely amazing. Like I said, for me, I played with the best of the best. That were girl gamers, just destroying me in comp, Destiny, whatever it is. I always give them props. I said, "Man, I need to learn from." I need to learn from her. She got some awesome moves out here.
It's
But
really cool that you grew up with
absolutely.
sisters that played games. I felt like the females that I interacted with as a child, just that was not what they were interested in. And I felt like so
Hmm.
out of place because I would go to
Yeah.
sleepovers and I would want to play video games. They're like, what kind of games you guys got here? Well, we're going to play with hair right now. We're going to do hair. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I'll
Guess
watch.
we're doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like because most of my family, like my uncles, my aunts, they were gamers. They played games and stuff like that. So I kind of like just grew up into it. The whole gaming thing, and I just like, wow, man, they're great. I want to be just as good as them. So
That's
my whole
awesome.
gaming career was like, yeah, I want to be the best. At what I do. So my inspiration came from them, my lovely ladies of the family. Salute to you. But
That's
yeah,
so cool, dude.
that's my deal. And then my younger brothers came along later, so it's like, okay, now I'm the oldest for them to show them, everything when it comes to
Show them the
gaming and stuff like
ropes.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you mentioned the '90s and the early 2000s. Let's see, that's my era right there. I
Yeah.
remember. Don't you remember back in the day when before EB Games, right? It was Funko
Mm.
Land. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
It was Funko
Mm-hmm.
Land and EB Games, and then GameStop came. It was pretty
GameStop,
cool.
yeah.
Like,
Took over for EB Games. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I said a lot of the younger gamers nowadays they got a YouTube videos. We didn't have YouTube videos and none of that type of
No,
stuff
we had
growing
we
up.
had Blockbuster and we had
Yep.
EB Games.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah.
Hey, if you wanted to learn the code, you better go and buy that book, that guide book, because there
Yep.
was nobody
Yep.
telling you how to
Game
do it.
Informer taught you everything you needed to know.
Uh-huh. Man. And I feel like back in the day, like especially like with the surprises in games, you was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
you would call your friends, hey, look, I got this. Like I can't believe I unlocked this. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was awesome. Do you feel like in today in the game industry nowadays, I think because we have so much streamers and we have so many people who do guides and stuff, it kind of took away kind of some of the magic from back in the day of discovering stuff on your own.
You know what? That's really interesting that you bring that up because I was just talking about something kind of similar where Nazi zombies, Call of Duty zombies, we would play and we would have to like look up and figure out the Easter eggs and,
Hmm.
try to complete it with like all the steps. You just kind of had to try like a lot of trial and error troubleshooting. And like the newer Call of Duty zombies, the Easter egg is like integrated into the actual map. So we were just talking about that really similar. It's almost like they're making things that, should have been more of an investigation piece into
Hmm.
here you go. It's like all out on the table. A lot it's like given to you very easily. So yeah, I would say
Yeah.
that the magic has been taken away a little bit. I mean, I get it. Some people don't like the anxiety of not knowing what to expect or having to do something over and over again until they get it right. I mean, there's been
Hmm.
times where I've played some some games where I'm like, okay, I cannot get past this part. I'm sick of dying. What am I doing wrong here? Google, help me out, bro. I need you. And they would just
Yeah.
have full-on walkthroughs, playthroughs. People, whether they filmed it or they wrote it out, and I mean, and having access to that can definitely help gamers who struggle. But I do think that if someone goes right to that instead of trying to figure it out on their own first, it does take the magic away a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I just
Definitely.
yeah.
I was actually, that's what I was doing. I was doing BO4 the
I wish I could have heard that just a little bit. You was
Can't hear you,
cooking.
bud.
Oh, okay. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yes. Put
Okay.
the mic all the way. All the way.
Okay.
Treat it like you're Britney Spears about to sing a song on stage. Come on.
Okay.
There
Okay.
you go. Loud and clear now.
BO4. I was playing it actually this week. My friend's been trying to get me into Cold War, but I'm like, basically in Cold War, they changed everything. Because I grew up around, my dad used to play BO1. His favorite map was Doreen. And I kind of grew up around that a little bit with Destiny. And when and my friend's been trying to get me to do Cold War, I'm like, why not play BO4? Because BO4, you have the challenge. You have to kind of think logically about everything compared to how it used to be. And for me, that's the challenge. But with Cold War, it's became a lot more easier to do stuff compared to how it is, and it's not been fun in my mind. Playing, I like the old version, basically.
Like your Black Ops and Modern Warfares.
Yeah.
Now
I
I
don't really
haven't got a chance to play the new Modern Warfare yet. I haven't got a chance to get my hands on them yet. For those of you who have, could you let me know how is it? Is it great? Does it stack up to the original series? Because I want to know that. I definitely want to know because I was a big fan. I used to play all the Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3 back in the day. That was my deal, and then loved them. I always thought it was ahead of its time and everything like that. So I just want to know, for me as a fan, does it stack up? Because like those are my favorites. Because I see the multiplayer, I see people loving the multiplayer and everything like that. That's just one of those things that I've always wanted to know. I said, I gotta get this, but I'm not sure if it's the best or not. But yeah, I mean, you guys was hitting it on the market when it comes to that, because I always wanted to ask people that question when it came to like the magic of just new games and such like that. Like even for me, when I buy a new game, I never look at any content creators. I love my content creators, but I said I gotta discover this on my own. It's just for me, I want to be the guy that be like, oh man, I was able to find this out. I was able to do this and that. And the same thing when I played Elden Ring, that was the big deal talk when it came out. I didn't look at any content creator. I said, okay, I'm gonna try to figure this out myself. And I made it pretty far. I made it pretty far before. Now, if there was something super special and I didn't know how to get to it, then I had to look at a video occasionally. But that was like way into the game.
Right.
So
I'm gonna start to get a little too tough for you.
So let me look at this video right quick. But yeah, I definitely agree with all of you guys when it comes to. I mean, it's great points on that for sure.
Yeah.
So I do want to ask you, what inspired you to really start streaming? What was that like? What was that journey? Did anybody inspire you, or you just picked up the mic and said, "Hey, I'm about to do this"?
So kind of like the latter. But Yeah, so I have a very professional job, and it really restricts me from being myself,
Hmm.
creatively, personality wise. I'm very grateful to be able to, still have, things like colored hair, tattoos, piercings, and things like that.
Hmm.
But as far as, pushing the boundaries on professionalism, as it makes sense not to. Um,
Hmm.
there's this sort of like creative, I don't know, monster inside of me that's like, I need to have a hobby that's really fun that I can like, just go all out and enjoy myself. And I was trying to figure it out a few years ago when I was living in LA and
Hmm.
didn't quite get it that time. Um, and then, just continued advancing in my career and just kind of, I always played video games. So that wasn't something that like became new to me. It was just something I always did. But then
Yeah.
I kind of was like, you know what? I want to try something. I want to see if I can do something that's a social media platform. I don't want to be like an influencer, that kind of thing. And I love to play
Hmm.
video games. What makes sense here? And I was talking to one of my brothers, and we just kind of thinking about it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try it. What like I see Twitch, I know what it is. Let me try to stream it.
Hmm.
And so I got on Amazon, got a couple of really inexpensive, very like not great equipment. Just like one of those super cheap cameras that you can like attach to your Xbox.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
used my headset or my phone to talk, that kind of thing. And yeah, it wasn't great, but you know what? It got the job done. And
Facts.
even though it wasn't high quality or whatever, I still had fun. And I was like, oh yeah, this is it, this is going to be that thing that's going to let me just kind of flourish creatively, and also publicly, um, while still being able to separate the two sort of lifestyles, with my professional career and then this sort of Twitch/Discord, fun gaming thing. But yeah, that's really how it started. I wasn't, looking up different Twitch streamers and figuring out, who I wanted to be similar to. I just kind of just wanted to do it. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've been having so much fun, and I'm truly humbled and honored for the traction that I've been receiving.
Hmm.
And um, it's extremely unexpected. It's really unexpected, but I'm just super grateful, super appreciative. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Hey, listen, you like I said, the reason why people love to watch you because you're amazing. You have the energy, you have the flow. I mean, your presence is always there. You're always there. There's some
Thank you.
people who who's off the camera. They're different from who they are on the camera. You have the persona up. You show your heart out. When it comes to streaming, putting on the mic, doing your thing, and having a good time. It shows, and you always engage. You engage with your audience. You engage with you capture the essence of that, and that's something that there's a lot of streamers that have trouble with that. It
Yeah,
can be difficult, but you're a natural with it because that's your personality. That's your skill set.
I
The gift
appreciate
that you
that.
have.
I
Yeah.
really appreciate that. It's funny because my little like sort of niche thing is like I considered myself a very socially anxious extrovert. That's kind of like my little thing that
Hmm.
I sort of kind of categorize myself as, because I am extremely anxious. I have severe social anxiety. But when I'm in the right place, in the right mood, everything is kind of, I feel comfortable with what it is and I'm in control of the situation. I'm truly myself, and I just like, I'm a little bit chaotic, but in the best way possible. At least I'd like to say that. Hopefully that's true. Um and yeah, it's and the online community in itself is something that's been really helpful to kind of let me push my boundaries socially, because when you're in person, it can be extremely overwhelming to be surrounded by a group of people. But online, you can kind of turn off, turn away whenever you want when you get overwhelmed. It's not super easy to do that in person.
Yeah.
So it's been great to kind of have that medium to thrive in. And yeah, it's really sweet of you to say that, because I agree, but it's like humbling as well. I'm like, yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Hey, give it up for Nicole, y'all. Come on. We got to give it up for her. Absolutely. Absolutely. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Listen, your flowers is always here. Like I said, you're an amazing person. Very great personality. I mean, I can see just things going up for you, like in your whole career. Especially you stick with it and continue to keep being that humble type of person. Keep being you. That's most important, and a lot of people see that, and that's why a lot of people say, "Hey, man, I love supporting you. I like being here. I feel comfortable being here." And you have a wonderful team. You have a wonderful, wonderful admins, friends that keep things
Oh
smooth.
my God,
I haven't
yes.
seen one bozo at all in her entire streams. Every time
Oh, we are on
it's
it.
always
We are
two.
on it. I mean, shout out my mods, like for real. They have been just incredible in so many ways,
Mm-hmm.
and they really are true friends. And the support that they give me within the Discord community, on Twitch, everything is just, I'm just over the moon excited and appreciative in so many ways. I mean, they really are just amazing people deep down, genuine, kind-hearted, awesome gamers, and also know that I need something to lean on. I need people to lean on that I can trust, and respect. And they have been that to the T. And I'm like so honored to have them in my life. So yeah, shout out my mods. If you guys are listening, I love
Hey,
you.
we definitely gotta give your mods some credit too. Shout out to the mods. Let's go. Let's
Yes,
get them.
yay.
Absolutely, absolutely. You guys are amazing. Amazing, talented people, wonderful people in the community. That's what we all need, man. We always need people who, and we talk about a lot of times we do talk about things that happens to streamers. There's a lot of things that, we've seen big streamers go through, whether somebody out here swatting them or, doxing
Mhm.
them, things like that sort, because they have some
Mhm.
kind of hatred for that streamer. It's like a
Yeah.
obsession but hatred, at the
Yeah.
same time. And it's one of those things that I always worry about when it comes to my streamers, but I try not to worry about it because I know it's like, my stream guys, they got it.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. They know how to protect themselves. But it's one of those things that I always want to bring to people's attention. Like, from
Mhm.
you, what would you say to those people, those streamers, that go through certain things, or, they have somebody harassing them? Because I see a lot of the females getting harassed by weirdo bozo guys. Like, what would you say to them?
I mean, it's anyone that has a sort of public, you know, figure situation going on. You are either a content creator, you're on Instagram, you have a public presence. There's always going to be someone or something that's against you. And it doesn't matter if you're doing all the things right, someone is going to just choose you to be their target that day. And you just need to make sure that you have a support group that you can lean on, that you can, go to for help. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what those people say, anyways,
Yep,
because you are who you are, and continue being yourself. And um just kind of, you got to brush it off as much as possible, because I mean, I do experience that in ways that I never expected. Even being such a small streamer now, I'm getting a
mm-hmm.
little bit of interaction that's negative in some ways, and I
No,
just have to make sure that I don't put too much of my energy into it. And you don't know what they're going through too. This person might just
that's true.
be experiencing something in their personal lives, and this is their way that they're trying to cope with it. And I mean, obviously it's not a positive way to do it, but
Mm-hmm.
retaliation or revenge or whatever is just not the vibe. It's not the way to go. You just kind of do
Yeah,
your thing. You got to ban them, kick them, do what you got to do, and then move on. I mean, it's just there's no point in feeding any kind of energy into that at all.
absolutely. Well said. Well said. Yeah, I agree with you. It's fighting them. It's just like it's not going to help anything. It just makes things worse. Like you
Yeah.
said, you got to get rid of them immediately. The minute you see them, I know something going on in your life, buddy. That I don't know what's happening with you, but
Yeah.
I can't have you in here. You know,
Yeah. You have to protect
and
yourself. You have to protect your community, no matter what. And, even if they were someone that supported you in the past, whether they subscribe to you on Twitch or whatever it is, once they start behaving that way, you have to cut ties because it's not worth it. Don't let whatever support that they gave you in the past hold you back from, making the decision to rid them of whatever you're trying to continue doing now, because it's not
hmm
fair to you. And again, it's unsafe. It's unsafe behavior for you and for your community. So
yeah, you're right. You're absolutely correct. And it's good to always have that insight. I always wanted to give that insight to all of the streaming homies, because at the end of the day, people need that, man. They really need somebody to be able to talk to about these situations, things that
yeah,
happens. You know,
yeah,
Matter of fact,
Ex-
I had a friend that she was going through a lot of different things. Where like just like these guys was just like super like sexualizing her in
yeah.
every turn, and just doing the most. Just like, come on, like, why are you?
Carl.
What made you do all that? You know.
Right. It's so unfair to not only in the female community, but like, there's so many people trying to do something with their lives that they're excited about, that they're passionate about. And
hmm
people just tend to target these groups, whether they're female, whether they're, part of the trans community, LGBTQ plus community, minorities, just anything. And people just are constantly trying to find reasons to attack these different communities.
hmm
And, and it's so it's so unfair. It breaks my heart, not just because it's unfortunate to them, but it's going to continue on. And whatever it is,
Yeah.
again, whatever it is that this person is going through that's causing them to behave this way, it's just going to it's a domino effect too, because if someone sees the behavior, then they're going to think it's okay, and they're going to and
You're right.
other people are going to engage in it and things like that too. But it's unfortunate
hmm
that if you do have a public presence, you're automatically a target. And then if you're a female, you're a target
Yeah.
on top of that.
Yep.
If you're a trans person, you're an extra target on top of that. If you're a person of color, you're an even extra person on top of that. It's like you can't be right. You can't win.
Mhm.
Nobody
Hey, you
can
know me.
win.
I want the smoke. I came from the hood. Let them come through.
I dare them.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting.
Give me a reason. Give me a reason.
Right. Right. Like,
I Carl, I'm gonna add this. I definitely, what I went through a few weeks ago.
yep.
The advice
Oh no.
definitely is needed. Yeah. So
Yeah,
this is
and
definitely advice is gonna help.
yep, and I'm glad that I was there for him when he was going through a lot of different things and ups and downs of people attacking him. So it's
Oh, friend.
people just losing their minds out here, man. It's
Exactly.
I just don't understand, man. It's gotten worse.
Me either. I literally don't know what happened, and what it resulted to.
Yeah, terrible.
I'm
You're
just
wearing a red shirt. I'm gonna target you now. You have eyebrows. That's it. How dare you? How dare you have that ceiling fan above you? That's it. It's like there's always gonna be something. You could be,
yeah.
you could be literally the majority. You could be a white cis male, and they're still gonna find something. Still gonna find
hmm
something to target you. People don't like to see other people happy. I don't know why.
Nope, because they
I want nothing
all
to
a
do with
bunch of
those
haters.
people.
And I
Haters
don't
gonna
associate
hate.
with people like that. Yeah, they always gonna do
Exactly.
that.
As
And
Exactly.
cheesy as it is, it's facts. Let's be honest.
hey, listen, They said it right in the song, but it's just like why you hating? Find something better to do. Like I remember I had a couple. I think I was defending one of my friends one time, and then there was this one person. He just decided he wanted to attack me. I said, "Oh, I'm ready for the smoke. You got come to and tell me that." I destroyed him, but at the end of the day,
I
it's
don't
like,
want
why did
to.
I
I
have
don't
to
want to
do that?
make you mad. I wouldn't want to make Carlisle mad.
Listen,
Me
I'm good.
either.
I'm in my bag. Like every time somebody do that, I'm in my bag. I love it.
Ooh.
But
Yeah. No, thank you. I definitely don't want to get on his bad side now.
listen, man, we used to roast people in school back in the day, and it's just like for me, I learned that from my humble beginnings way back in the day when I was a kid. Like there used to be some brutal kids back in the day. Like they used to pick on me and all that type of stuff way back in the day. So like for me, I grew my tough skin back then. You had to be tough and let things bounce off your shoulders. There's a lot of people today that never got a chance to get that, and they're experiencing certain things that they don't know how to really interact with it. Like saying, yeah, it was tough. It was terrible that happened to me. But at the same time, I'm actually glad because it gave me the tough skin to be able to pursue and not care about what people say. Like even with me, even with my trauma thing, I would say, listen, I still got to hold myself to a certain standard. I know where I came from. I know now, especially who I am today. And I don't let that affect me. You can say anything you want to say. It just doesn't matter to me because I know you're behind your computer. You're not stepping up in front of me. You're not here. So
Right.
I just let them talk. They don't have any power. And I tell streamers, do not allow these people to have power over you. When you crumble, that's when you validated their point because now you believe exactly what they're saying. About yourself. And that's something I always try to talk to a lot of my streamer friends that don't allow them to do that to you because you're making them win. One of my big cats, Amaze, if you got a chance to, who Amaze is, great guy. I got to introduce you to him. He's solid. But what was you about to say?
I was like, I've been following his stuff lately. Lately it's been really hard to catch him when he's been live. But I've been looking at it for a while, and I'm actually kind of happy that I've been catching up with the story. I made a tweet earlier. I definitely liked his story, and eventually one day I would like him on my podcast. That's how inspirational. He provides so much inspiration.
Nice.
And it just, I definitely
He's
recommend
amazing.
him.
Yes. If you ever want to get some super positive vibes too, you definitely want to check out Maze because like he's amazing. He's what his name is. He's amazing.
He's amazing.
Maze is amazing.
Absolutely. And he has the sad thing about him is he always have a lot of attackers, a lot of haters. That hate him because he's such a positive influence in the community. Like this guy is a baller. Like he's just like he's constantly on it, and people hate that, and they want to attack him. They brought up his father passing and things like that. They've done a lot of different things to try to hurt him.
No.
Yeah,
Poor
but
guy.
he's still standing. He's still doing his thing, and I always support him because I already know. I know what he goes through. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
I always tell people, I said, don't let them win. You can't let them win.
Right.
They're lashing out because of their traumas.
Right. I mean, it almost makes you not want to reveal anything about yourself because then it's like it's hard. It's almost like you're giving them ammo for whatever they're going to target you with. It's unfortunate that someone can't be themselves and have a vulnerable moment and trust that their audience is going to respect that and honor that, but instead they're like taking it, flipping it around and saying, all right, gonna use it against you now.
I'm gonna attack
you. It's really
you
unfortunate. It's really unfortunate.
That's exactly what happened to me. There's been a situation, I've talked about it. I've been open with it, and the guy's like just proceeds to do it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? The worst part is, I think I told you, Carlisle, he doxed me using that.
Yeah.
Oh no,
like,
friend.
I'm like, no. I broke down. I'm like, I'm sitting there upset
He
because it's
did.
like, I'm like, I took my time to explain the situation behind it and what
Mhm.
Mhm.
the lies has cost me. I'm not gonna get onto it here. And it's just like, are you kidding me? You're
Yep.
really
Oh
gonna
man.
do that? And I don't want to get into it anymore on this thing, but that's just
Right.
you guys are bringing up
Yeah.
valid points. These people don't
Yeah.
have a life.
Yep. They don't. They don't. They want to. They want the attention. They want the attention because they're not getting it. And when people really, when you really break them down and to why they doing this, is because they want attention. Because right now they hate their lives. They're miserable. Whatever's going on with them, whatever has happened to them, they're pushing it on other people. And when they see you having fun, you enjoying something, then they hate it. Rather appreciate it. And so they want to use that, and this is my time. I'm going to bring them down, make them miserable like me. And that's what they do. And that's something that I always tell people. I say, listen, watch out for that. Just block them. Just don't engage with them. Just block them, because they're trying to destroy your energy, and you don't want that. You're
Yep.
doing
Basically,
good.
you're
You're having a
giving
good
them,
time. Yeah, don't let them. Don't let them do
No
yeah,
it.
you're giving
bullies
them,
allowed.
yep, you're giving
No
them
bullies allowed. That's what your
exactly
cat is saying,
words
dude.
to live by.
Yep. I can't
Yeah,
tell.
I
Can you
live
see
by that.
both of them on camera?
Oh
I
yeah,
see one of them.
See this
I
one right
see
here?
two of them. One's in the box, and then I see the
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
one
It's just
on the.
because I can't really see like my screen what you guys are seeing here. Because I had
Okay.
like yours. But yeah, Fiona just came up. She's ready to chill. But yeah, the cats are
Salute to
against
Fiona.
bullying too. Oh,
Yeah.
trying to get her in the screen, but the problem is Mimi is such a chunky girl that it makes the tree like lean over. So literally she's like, this is how it's supposed to be, and because of Mimi,
Uh-huh.
it's like that. It's
She
literally
look
the
like she
weight
chilling.
distribution. There's something going on here. It's not wrong. But yeah,
I was thinking about getting a cat too. I've been thinking about it.
do
I was like, you know what?
it.
I have a
Yeah.
cat.
Oh man, that's amazing. Yeah, I'm
What's your
trying.
Yeah,
I'm
cat's
trying to get
name?
one.
Sage.
Oh,
Okay.
cute.
Yeah,
Love that.
I'm thinking about.
granted
Yeah.
he does enjoy himself a lot. I should see him after he got a bath last weekend.
A bath? Wait a minute. You gave your
Please,
cat a bath?
please. Yeah, he
Oh,
had bad
flea
fleas,
bath.
and it's
Oh,
like,
poor thing.
granted, he's hiding. If I could literally show my
Look at
phone,
him.
he was literally hiding in my broken drawer. Just like,
Oh, poor thing.
but granted, he loves playing in water. I never met a cat that likes to stick his paw and play in water.
Mm.
Besides
You
my
know,
cat. That's my
I
cat.
mean, my cat, so this one, she's like a dog to me. She literally will drink out of the toilet. She like licks me. She like runs outside and like I take her for a walk every morning and she follows me. I don't put her on a leash because she doesn't like the way it feels, but she will follow me and I'll say, okay, let's
Mhm.
stop right here. She stops. I'm like, all right, come on, let's go back home. She follows me home. So she's almost like a dog in that case. But but the water thing, if I try to put her in water, she'll freak out. So it's the one
Oh my
thing that
god.
makes her less like a dog and more like a cat.
He's like, don't put me in there.
And this one, she just sleeps like this all day with her foot all out like that.
What
Yeah,
cat doesn't?
she just knocked out, just like.
She's straight chilling. She's always straight chilling, aren't you, Mimi?
Hey,
Mimi says yes.
I like that.
Yeah.
I was thinking about naming a cat Rudy, because I love playing Animal Crossing, and it's just
Oh,
it's
cute.
a character that I was like, you know what? It's a cat. I'm gonna name my cat Rudy.
I love when people name their pets like real, like human names. So Rudy is such a
Mhm.
cute name.
I was like,
Theodore,
yeah, that's that.
Adam, just like
Uh-huh.
love
It's
it.
like different little names. I was like, yeah, Rudy would suit him.
That's cute.
For sure.
I always love them. It's always gonna be my preference over like typical like Oreo or Fluffy or whatever.
Or
Like I love them.
Kibbles or something like.
Yeah, I love when pets have human names or just like ironic names. Like I had a roommate that had a ball python as a pet snake,
Oh my
and
god.
its name was Chicken, and it was just that in itself was just hilarious.
Oh my god. I would freak out going to his house. Oh my goodness. You know how Indiana Jones always freaks out the
It's
snakes? That's me.
it was a baby. It was a banana ball python, and it hung out in its little habitat, so it was good. No,
Ah,
nothing to worry
okay.
about there.
That's
That's
good.
good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do want to ask you too, Nicole,
Yeah.
since we in the gaming podcast, I do want to ask you your top 5 games of all time to you.
Oof. Top 5. Okay.
Top 5.
Okay. Can they be games that like I don't play anymore, and like games that I
Yeah.
played back in the day? Okay, great. Love that. So definitely Space Invaders. That was like
Okay.
one of my favorite games. I used to play Space Invaders with my mom. Um, Probably Left 4 Dead. Yeah, Left 4 Dead was like one of the games that I spent hours and hours on. Staying up super late
Solid.
playing. Yeah. Can I consider like a franchise as like one of my favorite
Yeah.
games? Okay, like just
Absolutely.
Resident Evil in general. Gotta love Resident Evil. Still playing now.
Got to.
Playing the remakes right now, streaming it, and it's amazing. It's
Chavez
so
will
much
love
fun.
you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
is
he's
it a
been
big
playing
Resident
them.
Evil?
Yeah,
Nice.
he
Yeah,
loves it.
they're so much fun. They're scary and clever and confusing, but in a good way, usually.
Are you gonna play
Okay.
Village? Are you gonna play
I
Village at some
did
point?
already. I did
Oh, you
Village. I
did?
did
Oh man.
Biohazard. Yeah, they were both. Village is a beautiful game. Beautiful. The
Mm-hmm.
graphics, the story, just incredible. I cried when I finished that game on stream. I literally cried. And I was like, I'm sorry, you guys. Like, literally, my mascara is all over my face. But you know what? It was worth it. Beautiful game. Love that game. Can't
Absolutely.
wait until we see what's going on next. I don't know if they're going to continue the story or if they're just going to completely switch gears. Either way, I've always loved Resident Evil, and I'm sure whatever they come up with next will be amazing too.
You think it's
Okay,
gonna
so
be a
that's
Leon
3.
driven?
Yes. Daddy Leon. I'm a big fan of
He's a
Ada too.
beast.
I don't know. I know she's Umbrella, but
Mm-hmm.
she's an interesting character, and I'm a fan of hers. Okay, cool. So that was 3, right? I said
Mm-hmm.
Resident Evil,
Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead, and then
Mm-hmm.
what was the first
Mm-hmm.
one that I said? I already
Space
forgot.
Invaders.
Space
It
Invaders.
was Space
Okay.
Invaders, yeah.
Okay, 4. This is no specific order, but in the top 5 would be Crash Bandicoot. So like all the old Crash Bandicoot games.
Okay.
Those were my life too. Just so good. Would play on PlayStation, and
Solid.
those games were so much fun. And then lastly, man, that's hard. It's
Do you
really
need a
hard.
drum roll?
No, I think. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Need a drum
It's
roll.
tough.
Let's get it.
It's tough. Okay, probably just Call of Duty Zombies. Yeah, like the
Okay.
zombie
Okay.
franchise. Yeah, for sure. I'm
You
just
got
like
me
a
there.
big. Did I? You weren't expecting that?
Yep. Nope. That's me. Call of Duty.
Oh
So
yeah.
Hey.
I mean, like, but like zombies in particular, like specifically zombies.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Yeah.
think back
That's
to
all
like
I
your.
played.
Oh, okay, great. Like, think back to like
Mm-hmm.
summer in high school when you would stay up super late, pretend like you were asleep, close the door, make sure you put your volume all the way down so your parents don't know, and you're on your mic really quiet, like, okay, guys, we can keep going. We're on round 35. We got this. We're almost done with the Easter egg. Dad comes knocking on the door. You're supposed to be asleep. You have school in the morning. But Dad, please, we're on round 35. Well, just pause the game. You can't pause the game.
It's
Yeah, you can.
online.
But yeah,
Favorite.
that'll always be in my top 5, always be a classic. The other ones are also amazing too, but I feel like I could never swap out a good classic zombies game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Call of Duty Zombies was lit.
Mm-hmm.
I got the entire collection on PC. Actually, after this
Nice.
podcast, I'm actually gonna go hop on it. Probably stream a little bit.
Nice. Yeah,
You
definitely.
know
You
something
should.
though? I've got this great zombie idea that I haven't seen anybody be able to really capture. I have a
Wh-
really great zombie, like just imagine a zombie game, right? That's kind of like an open world, right?
Mhm.
You can play online with people, be in groups, and of course you can build different like hideouts and stuff like that. Gather a
Okay.
lot of
Okay.
people, make different guilds. You go out there. You have to go out in the wild in
Hmm.
order to survive. You got to go and collect all of the resources, gas, whatever you got to do to get
Nice.
food. You got to have to survive, in town. So you'll start like everybody's gonna start in town. So it's just like
Okay.
when it starts, boom, the outbreak break out. You start seeing things going crazy. You can drive. It's more open world based. So,
Okay.
but
Yeah, I was
online at
gonna
the
say
same
like
time.
this is an open world. Okay. Loving
Uh
this
huh.
idea so far.
Yeah, yeah. And just think about it. Just you can get all your gear, you can build stuff that you want to build to survive. Go to any type of location, gather friends. Sometimes you have to go and make
Yeah.
raids to save people, from
Yeah.
zombie attacks.
I
It's
love
just
this
it's
idea.
amazing.
I love it.
Let's make
Nobody
it
done it.
reality.
Let's call up Unreal Engine. Let's get them on the phone.
Yes. I'm
Got an
saying I'm
idea for
pitching
you
this idea.
guys.
Uh-huh. You can make your own character, customize them the way you want to. You know,
Yes.
uh It'll be different things like that, different cosmetics, different
Wait,
things that you
really,
can.
really important question. Can my character have tattoos?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
You
perfect.
can
Yeah,
do all
Then
that.
done deal. Done
definitely.
deal.
Mm-hmm. You can put all of that on there. To make them just
Imagine
like
having a
you.
texture kill count on how much zombies you've killed.
Hey yo.
Oh man,
Well,
that's
that would
actually
actually be
pretty
a good
dope.
Futuristic
idea.
tattoo. It automatically updates for you.
Yeah.
Another notch on my belt, or my arm.
Yep. Love that.
Yeah,
Love that.
I've been thinking about that idea for a while. I was like, you know what? There needs to be a game like that where it's a big AAA game, but it's an online game as well.
Yeah.
That like you're just doing different things, and the graphics got to be nice. It can't be no,
Nah.
PS3 looking type of game. It's gotta be solid.
Yeah, no. No. They almost like obviously like great graphics, not pixelated, but the Minecraft
Yes.
idea of like this open world realm and you can like
Mm-hmm.
invite friends and build things and put things together and make things and all that, but then it's infested with zombies and survival is
Mm-hmm.
the objective.
Yeah.
Love that.
And here's the catch to it. There's a
Uh-oh.
catch to
I'm
it.
listening.
Even when you're offline, stuff is still gonna happen around the world. So
Oh
once you log back in,
no.
when you log back in,
You
the
could
group,
be dead.
Bruh.
hey, the NPCs is gonna inform you like, hey, there's something going on. This camp has been attacked. We gotta go and do this.
Imagine you have like notifications on your phone too, and it's like
Yes.
your house is being attacked right now. Get on the game, and like you have to like stop what you're doing and get back on because your house is being attacked by
Yeah.
zombies. You didn't put enough boards up. You didn't take care of
You didn't add trip mines. You didn't
Yep, you didn't.
have turrets. You didn't have turrets up.
Where's
I
your
would
defense
literally
force at?
I'd be working with my students. I'd be like, hang on a second, I got something to take care of real quick. Quick bathroom break, pull up the game.
And the thing is, like in the game, you can also, of course, you have people, you have your guilds and stuff like that, protect your camp with a lot of other people
Cool.
online, and you can have NPC assists. So, like, say if you're
Nice.
offline, you can have some that's guarding the camp until you return. Some that
Okay,
a
I
group
like that.
dispatches out. You can do that on your phone and dispatch them out in the app. Where I need
Nice.
to get supplies for this for the camp. I'm gonna send this group out to go and do it.
Wow, you
And they
really
have
you put a lot of thought into this, didn't you?
I guess.
It's amazing.
I guess I will be quitting and go making this game for PC Carlisle.
All right, let's go.
Hey,
Let's
a
go.
I
lot of
will
all
be
people
three
in
I
of
will
us.
be
shower
the
would do that.
professional tester. I will test it.
I will test
Yes.
it too, and I'll just code it all. I'll design it all and I'll code it all.
There you
May
go.
take
Hey,
When it's
12
ready,
years.
send it my way. I'll let you know
It
how
may
it
take
is.
me 12 years, so.
Yeah, it'll take 12 years, but at least by the time it come out, we can literally jump into the game by the time.
Yep, there we go.
Uh-huh. Hey,
It'll
listen,
be
a lot
perfect.
of time thinking in the shower will get you ideas, trust me.
If you're not
Exactly.
singing in the shower, you're thinking about video game ideas.
Literally,
Exactly.
like my
It's
mind
one
is
of the
still open.
two.
I have so many different ideas that I write them down on paper. It's like
That's
maybe for
awesome.
one day, I might have a whole company that I could pitch it to.
Hey, you never know, honestly. I mean, people come up in the most random ways. You could be absolutely nobody, quote nobody in the public eye, and just
Yeah.
have a great idea, and that's all it takes.
Like literally, I don't even want to get paid for it. I just want somebody to utilize it.
Yeah.
I just
Right? I
want
mean, that
somebody
would
to use
just
it so I can
be
play it.
that would just be amazing to just say like, I made that game. I
Mhm.
don't care how
That
much
was
I
my
get, but
idea.
like, I did that.
I don't care. I
So
did it.
that is quite the proud moment, let me tell you.
Yes. And yeah, I've always been a writer when it came to like different games because I used to like
Nice.
for anybody who knows me, Sonic is my favorite. Like that's my
Hey, okay.
go-to childhood.
Classic.
Yeah. So like I used to write Sonic. I used to be involved in the Sonic, comics and all those things like the Archie comics, Sonic comics and all those things. So I would write stories in middle school. I used to write a lot of stories, that would be
It's
based off of
awesome.
the comics. And
It's really cool.
so many solid ideas. And I always used to say, man, they need to make an open world type of Sonic game where you could go anywhere. And guess what that Sonic game was? Sonic Frontiers. So I was like, damn it. Well,
Hey,
at least I said it first. That was way back in the day.
you keep that in your heart. I feel like
Hmm.
that happens a lot. Like you'll get an idea about something and you'd be like, someone should do that. Someone should make that. But you never kind
Yeah.
of like hop on it because it's just an idea and you don't think that anything's ever going to happen. And then it
Hmm.
happens and you're like, wait a minute,
Wow.
get out of my head. Whoever took that idea.
Who's out here stealing my thoughts and memories?
Literally.
Like literally, like even with Destiny, like when I first played Destiny 1, that was a lot of the ideas that I came up in my mind back in 2014. They all came into fruition. And
Oh,
now there's like,
really?
wait a minute, somebody stole my idea. Who
I
was it?
believe it. I believe it.
And we all have those things. So just like with that zombie game, I was playing, and how it came about was when I was playing Callisto Protocol, and you definitely got to check that
Oh,
out. You definitely should play it. You will love it.
yeah. What's
Yeah,
I've actually a couple of people have told me about it. They've given me a
you need to
little bit
play
of
it.
detail, but can you explain it a little bit more for me? I'm not exactly sure
So
what the
it's
whole
like
premise
this.
is.
So basically, it's like you start out, and you're kind of like this guy, right? That's flying cargo with your homeboy. So
Mm-hmm.
you're flying cargo. It's supposed to be your final retirement job. So your ship end up getting raided by this guy. So your ship gets raided by this group.
Okay.
And you just like, oh, I gotta figure out like, okay, we gotta stop them from trying to arrest us or whatever they want. We don't know what they want.
Okay.
All we know is they aborted the ship and they're starting to attack and they're trying to bring the ship down. So
Oh.
they started messing up a lot of circuitry. Now we're heading kind of at this Europa, which is basically the planet. We're heading there, but somehow they find us. We're running, we're escaping, we're trying to get out of there. We open the hatch to kind of let them out. So we end up crashing down to the place, and
Uh-oh.
the guys that rule is like a prison that they rule, but they was just like, oh well, you guys are coming with us. So even though we didn't do anything, now we became prisoners there.
Oh,
So
wow.
fast forward, they had to do the little signing thing. They had to get us in the uniform and all that stuff, and they put this little barcode on your back of your neck. So fast forward, you get locked up in your jail, and then when you finally wake up, everything's going to hell. Like
Oh,
something is
shit.
going on, like just it's mayhem.
That's
So
crazy.
you finally wake up like, what the hell is going on? So you finally open up your cell. You notice that like the little mechs, they're offline. A lot of things is just blown up. Things is going crazy. So you find this
What?
one dude that's an inmate. He was like, "Hey man, I don't know what's going on, but hey, see if you can open the door and get me out of here." So you finally traverse, try to get to the little security area, right? And then you
Mhm.
started noticing something at like these the inmates that was just fighting these dudes. They look kind of like zombified. They're like zombified,
Uh-oh.
crazy. Like what the hell is going on? And you had to kill them and attack them. You had to get this crowbar thing, just as a weapon, because that's the only thing you got at that point. So you had to try to make your way up, and these zombie type things, just like some kind of infection has happened, and you had to kind of escape them as well, and then try to get him out and try to get off of the station. So it's really, you will get jump scares and all those type of things that happen,
It sounds like it.
but it's
It
really
really
fun.
sounds like it. No, I'm literally like checking it right now to see because that sounds like lots of fun. Sounds like a game that I
You
would
will have a
definitely
good
enjoy.
time. Trust me, you have a good time.
I believe
You
it.
know,
I believe it.
I was playing, I was so engaged. I was like, "Oh, what was that?" You'll get stuff like that. Like you'll be like, "Yo, what was that?" Type of
Hey,
jumps. You don't see it
oof.
coming, and that's the that's the thing
Those are
about
the
it.
best ones. Those are the best
Uh
ones. I
huh.
mean, they're like love hate. I have a love hate relationship with jump scares because it's like I love horror. I love scary movies. I love going to
Mm-hmm.
like the Halloween haunt things and doing the mazes and
Mm.
stuff. I love roller coasters. This feeling of like fear is exciting, that adrenaline rush. But at the same time, it's like it's scary. And my reaction is always just priceless. I mean, if you catch any of my streams, I mean, I don't hold
Oh
back.
yeah,
People
it's
love
hilarious.
clipping it. They love clipping my reactions. I've got just a full list of like just knocked over all my drink last night when I was playing. I mean, I was a little bit of a mess last night just from the game
Yes,
itself, but just the jump scares too are just they're
trust me,
classic.
you're
Love
you're
them.
gonna you're gonna you're gonna jump with this.
All
That
right,
was
I
just
believe
one
it.
when I seen this box, right? It was like a loot box. I was thinking, okay, let me open this up. This big spider thing just jumped out and got on my face. I was
Oh,
like, oh
all right. Hang on.
my.
Hold up. Spiders. Wait a minute.
Yeah, it was this little
Back,
spider thing. I was like, yo.
let's back up a second because that's gonna be a deal breaker for me. Not the spiders.
I'm telling you, like, you was like,
He
yeah.
keeps he wanted me to play Grounded, and
Yes.
the spiders in Grounded is enough
Oh,
for
they're
me to
huge.
not play Grounded.
Yes, I'm telling you, like, those
No,
things are
I can't.
huge. You're
Not
like,
with
oh
that.
my God, it's coming.
Nope. 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 I'm gonna
Trust
skip
me, you'll
that
love
part.
Callisto. You will absolutely love it. That's the game for you for sure.
All right, all right. I'll check it out. I added
You
it to my
gotta check
list
it out.
actually. I got a list of all the games that I still need to play, and I just added it. So,
Yeah, that one's for you. You're gonna fall in love with that one. I can't wait to see
alrighty.
you play. You'll be like, oh my God, he's right.
I
Probably,
guess
yeah.
I'm
What
adding
you
it
just
to the game.
described sounds like a lot of fun. What was that, Ark?
I guess I'm
Mhm.
adding it. I guess I'm adding it to my list too.
You
Yeah,
should, man.
yeah,
It's great. That
I
game
love
is
definitely.
horror games.
10 out of 10. Like
You're a big
literally.
horror game fan too, Ark?
Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome. What's the last one that you played that you really liked?
I haven't really played any in a while. I want to get back into it. Just it's been very chaotic here, but the
Sure.
last one I think I played was Five Nights at Freddy's a few weeks ago with one of my friends.
Yes.
Oh, how do you like
No,
that?
it's actually kind of get very scary, but after a while you kind of pick up a pattern a little bit.
Sure.
That's what
Okay.
I
Yes.
so definitely looking forward to get back into more horror. I was actually thinking about doing like a
Yeah.
Friday night horror stream, but gotta get a
Mm-hmm.
little bit
Fun. Yeah, you should.
so.
Hey,
Definitely
you
should.
gotta play Boogeyman. Boogeyman 1 and 2 is that one is crazy.
Damn.
Great.
I be
If you ever
watching
play
people.
Boogeyman, it's crazy.
I be watching some people on Twitch streaming games that I can't play because I don't have a PC. Yes, I know. I'm a noob.
Not yet,
Everybody,
at
go ahead.
least.
Where's the boo sound? Play the boo sound.
Yeah, I gotta
I
get
don't.
it. Now that you told me that, I'm gonna get a boo sound.
I don't have a PC yet, friends. But don't worry. One of these days, I'll stop being a noob. But there's a lot of PC only horror games like Phasmophobia, Demonologist, and
Mhm.
they look like so much fun, like totally up my alley. And I can't play them because I don't have a PC. So I just watch some awesome streamers play those games, and I live vicariously through them.
Telling you, you will love Boogeyman. Now that's gonna scare the
Yeah.
hell out of you. Definitely, that's for sure. Especially when your flashlight
Oof.
go out. Yeah, it's it's
Do I
over.
have a weapon? Because that's a deal breaker
No.
for me. Let me tell you.
So
Oh,
your weapon is your flashlight.
Oh
So
God.
so it's kind of like
basically the premise,
Outlast.
yeah, in a way, yes. So
Okay.
the premise is you're in your bed, right? And
Mm-hmm.
it's dark, it's late at night, and you have to survive to the morning. So basically what you gotta do is
God.
you're looking everywhere. You're looking up at your vent, you're looking at your closet. Now the boogeyman is gonna start you're gonna start seeing them pop in and
Oh
pop out, pop in and pop out.
God.
But don't keep your flashlight on too long because your batteries is gonna start running out. And if it
I guess I'm
does,
buying it tonight.
if
This
it
sounds
does,
absolutely horrifying. Then he gets you
yes, he will
because
start crawling on the
because
floor.
the flashlight is like what protects you. I'm assuming because
Yes,
like
yeah.
boogeyman can't be in the light. Okay, got it.
hmm And then if
Gosh,
it goes
that
out,
sounds so scary.
he start crawling on the floor and jump out. It's like, oh my god!
Yeah, that's gonna be a no for me, dog. Put a pistol
I
on
think
my
you get
hand and
through
then we're good to go.
it. That
Like, oh
now
yeah, boogeyman, take
that
that.
one's your October one. If you happen to get your PC by October,
That's definitely the
that would be
goal.
one.
My plan is to build my PC. So one of my brothers helped me out with that website, PC Part Picker,
Mm-hmm.
and we kind of
Ooh.
started going through it, and we built it, online with all the
Mm-hmm.
parts, and because I really want to get like I have a specific vision. I want it to be all white, like the case is white. It's clear though, so you could see through. And then RGB everything as much as possible. Um,
Hey,
so
that sounds nice.
I'm a little picky because I want it to look a specific way, but I'm gonna save up for it and I'm gonna start getting the pieces and I'm gonna build it and then it's hopefully going to be everything I imagined it to be.
Oh, it's going to be everything that you imagine it's going to be.
And then I can
You'll
finally
finally be up
play
there.
all the PC specific games that people try to invite me to, and I have to say, no, I can't play that. But why? Because I don't have a
Oh,
PC.
see.
They said
Blocked.
they said
They
you don't have
blocked
a
me after.
PC. No, he's got a
Literally,
PC.
that's the response. Either they ghost me, either I get ghosted, I get called a noob, I get blocked. And you know what? Those are all acceptable responses. I feel it. I
Listen,
understand.
I'm a console guy. That's always been my deal.
Oh
I
yeah?
was raised on my console. I
Right.
love consoles to death.
Right. That's how I've always
And
been too. But the thing is about PC is that it opens the door for just so much more, not just game wise, but like graphics wise,
that's true. Yeah.
technically speaking. Because, I see the issues that I have when I try to stream without a PC.
hmm
I'm using my Mac. So I have an iMac and then I have my Xbox Series X. And I
hmm
use a software called OneCast that's like for remote play. It casts my
hmm
Xbox to my Mac, and that's how and then I like screen capture on Streamlabs. So it's like a bit of a process. And although like I would say now that I finally like figured out kind of how to fine tune things, 95% of the time things go well. But boy, have I come a long way because it's just streaming games is just not like Mac is not set up for that. It's just not.
Oh no,
So
Macs are just
it's
it's
just not.
tough.
It's just not the good. It's just not the vibe.
Uh-huh.
But it's all I got. So girls got to do what a girl's got to do until I get a
You gotta do what you
PC,
gotta do.
and then I will not be in the struggles.
I'm surprised you didn't try using Elgato capture card. Those are
So
really
here's
good.
my other problem. I don't have like something that I can plug, like I have an HDMI cord, but I don't have like anything to plug it into. My TV is in my bedroom and
Mhm.
my setup is here. So
Okay.
I don't have like a TV that I can then plug my Xbox into and then, then I know. Listen, I know. I just love to make things really, really difficult for myself. If you didn't figure that out by now, like
Who doesn't?
it's just, I mean, I literally have the most ridiculous setup, but it's like we talked about on the phone. It's a means to an end.
Yes.
I'll figure it out.
It's a means to an end. Absolutely.
Everything's temporary until it's not, right?
That's true. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Until you can
It's
get to
working
where
out.
you want
It's
to get to
working
the big
out
league.
for the most part.
Listen,
It's working out.
listen.
I have my
I
days.
was
I have my days
I was
where I'm having.
PS4.
I got my days where
I
I'm
get
having major tech issues, and then other days I have a W stream. So you just have to filter out the shitty ones, and then you're good to go.
You know that meme where what was it? Shia LaBeouf was I think it was Transformers where he was just kicking his car just like boom 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 boom.
Oh,
I
dude,
think it was
yes,
a
I know
Transformers.
exactly what you're talking about. That image is
Literally,
in my
that's
head
just
now.
like every time you
Facts.
have no streaming trouble.
Yep,
It's
that's
like
me. And it's funny because all of my everybody that subscribes or comes in, my mods, everyone knows that there's going to be at least one tech issue. And my last stream, and I think I want to say the stream before that, but maybe not. My last stream, I had no tech issues, and I was surprised that no one commented on that because everyone loves to say something when I have a problem, like, "Oh, it wouldn't be a Nicole stream if there wasn't at least one tech issue." And the one time that I have a perfect seamless stream and no one wants to give me props, I was just like, man, really? Could have given me some applause for that one.
Yeah, it's just they're out there waiting for it to happen. It's just like It's like wait,
They're
you
like,
got
wait a
it good
minute.
this time.
Yeah. We're like 2 hours in and there's not a tech issue. What is going on? Nicole finally figured out her life. Congratulations.
Literally. Hey, just wait till you get that that PC. Just flex on them. Don't even
Oh, I
announce that
will.
you got it.
She'd be
Just
like,
look
oh,
at me
wow,
now.
your stream looks so much better now. You have no problems at all. What's going on? Well, nothing. Just got a little PC going on in the background. No big deal. Not like I had a
That's what you gotta
complete
do.
life change or anything.
Oh, I didn't do anything. I didn't do much. Just
built a
yeah.
PC from the scratch. No big deal.
This guy, you gotta have the crisp. The crisp is coming.
Yes.
Like for me, like I feel like with a PC, I was like, man, I feel like I'm selling out to my console.
That's another reason why I never did, because I'm like Xbox all day, all like literally that's been my life. I mean, PlayStation 1 and 2 came before Xbox. So that's why I used that. And then it was, what was it called when it was what was the original one called? Just Xbox, right? It was just called Xbox?
Yeah, it was just Xbox, yeah.
It was just
Yeah,
Xbox and then Xbox 360.
Yeah.
So when Xbox came out, everyone's like, oh my God, what's that? Got that. And then 360 got that. And then, the generations moved on. And I'm really happy to say that I have the Series X, which is the most recent. And it has been a life changer. I mean, the way that how quickly games load up is amazing compared to the Series S, which is what I had previously. And I would be, and you could totally see the difference because I would sit in a game lobby and be loading up and everyone's like, okay, like especially I will always remember it was with Dead by Daylight specifically. People will be like, all right, I'm heading to the generator. And I'm like, I'm not even in the game yet. Like, what is going on?
Don't tell them
I'm
that
still
yet.
at the loading screen and they're like, all right, the killer's near me. Well, I haven't even seen anything yet. Like, what the hell, man? I load in and there's already like 2 generators done. Like, damn, the game's already halfway through and I just got loaded in.
Listen, when I played Rainbow Six Siege, right? You always knew who was on PS4. It's just like, all right, they just loaded in, okay.
Oh, that's
Everybody's
so
already
funny.
set up everything.
Oh wow. That's
I'm
an
telling
interesting
you.
game, by the way. I just
Oh, I
started
loved
playing
it.
that. I just started playing that game like
I'm pretty
maybe
good.
like a month ago. Um, and I am complete dog water at it, but you know what? I am trying my best. And it's fun.
Listen,
I
if you
love
play with
the
me, I can show you the ropes.
you're
I'm
gonna
really
have to
good at it.
carry, hard carry. Your back is gonna be breaking because you're gonna need to carry me big time.
Rule number one: don't don't set up walls between bombs. Don't do that.
Got it.
That is a no.
Understood.
Rule number
I've
two.
been yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Rule, rule number two is you don't want to you don't want to just stay in a room of
Okay.
where the objective is, because that's mostly where the attackers are going to try to
Right.
go and wipe you out quick.
Right.
Especially with certain operators, they can actually scan where you are. If
Right.
you make subtle movements, you want to be
Yeah.
careful of Lion because he can do that. Just
Yeah.
stand
I'm starting to
still.
learn all
Hmm.
the different operators things. It's really cool that they
Yes.
all have these very unique abilities. Very, very cool. Which is
Hmm.
I do like the game. I think it's really, really cool.
It's
The
really good.
concept is great. I love that it's like super team based. You have to communicate. You have to find like a good match. Like, okay, I'm going to be this operator, you be that operator.
Hmm.
I'm going to put my welcome mat down and then you put your thing on top of it. Like,
Yep.
it's very strategic, very cool. But
Put
I'm just
those
terrible at it
cameras
because
up,
my
pinging.
aim, my aim, bro, my aim is
I
so
can
bad in
teach
that
you.
game. Because the recoil, I swear the recoil is on something different than any other
It
game. But
depends on the gun.
yeah, no, I'm trying to figure that out. Yeah, it's just like I'm
Listen,
learning. I'm
I can
learning
help
the
you with
game.
all of that stuff. I
I'm
can help
coming
you with
from
all that stuff.
Overwatch. That's the problem. I'm coming from playing just
Yeah, you got
Overwatch
to get out of that
constantly.
mindset. Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't have to aim with certain characters in Overwatch.
Literally.
So when you go from that to a very, very specific, aim,
Hmm.
heavy game, it's like I literally it's funny. If you could have seen just the clips of that people took of me trying to
Oh
play
my
that game. I
God.
mean,
I would love to see that.
I'm like, embarrassing. Straight embarrassing. Let me tell you.
Rule number three: no,
Yeah.
roam. Try to roam kind of near the objective, but not, because you want to kind
Okay.
of set yourself and listen. Like, this game is all about listening for
Yes,
footsteps.
that's what
Hmm.
I'm learning too. That and then
Hmm.
like learning the map. Learning the map
Yes,
layout, knowing
most
the map
important.
layout. That's the
Hmm.
other thing. I'm like, okay. And that's the problem though, is that because I'm so new to the game, I'm getting into a game with
Yeah,
all these people that have been playing for years and
yeah.
know the way the lay of the land, and I come in like,
Hmm.
uh okay, how do you shoot?
I'm
Oh,
here.
it's RT. Okay.
Oh, that's how you crouch. Yes.
Literally. I'm like, what is this operator's ability? Oh, I just put a barricade down. Okay, great. Love that. What does this thing
Like,
do
wait a
again?
minute.
Oops, I just flashed everybody.
Everybody, everybody's dead now.
And oh,
Like,
you know what? The other thing, you're gonna hate me for this. I did
uh-oh.
not know there was friendly fire. So my
Oh
dumb
my
ass was trying to shoot the little what are they called? The little drones.
God.
They
Yeah.
were driving the drone around my teammate, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Shot my teammate, and I'm like,
Oh,
wait, they died? Wait, no, I'm so sorry.
yeah.
I got quite the message from that person after. I'm like, dude,
I'm
listen,
sure
it was
you
an
did.
accident. It was an accident. It is my
Why
first
did you
time.
shoot me?
Somebody set me up for that, I swear. They were purposely doing that. They're like, you know what? She looks like she doesn't know how to play this game. Let's get her. Let's get her,
Yeah, that's
boys.
one thing that you definitely want to watch out for.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: when you are an attacker, right, and you finally like get into the base, you had to be careful because there are roamers out there like Caveira that has like
Yeah.
light footsteps, so you can't hear her. So you don't know if
Mm,
she's coming behind you. So if you have two guys, just think of it like you're busting in an ops operation, right? You want to have
okay.
somebody walking up the stairs behind you, looking at your six,
Right.
and while you guys are going up, so that
Yeah.
way everybody your back is covered.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just being tactical, okay, having breaches, okay, finding
Yeah.
the objective is important, especially when you're
Yeah.
the
Again, a
attacker.
very
Okay,
strategic, very
mhm,
team-based game.
and once you really when you capture, because you don't want to think Call of Duty. Call of Duty is rushing in. I'm throwing. I'm killing. I'm blah 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 blah. It's got similarities to it, but you have to really be strategic when it comes to certain things. Especially like some people, they just like to rush their team. Some people just do it.
Yeah.
Oh, let's just go in and rush them, and we'll deal with the consequences later. Yeah,
Yep.
sometimes you have that. It's just you want to take it at your own pace when you first start. You say,
Yeah.
okay, let me see, let me get a feel for it. The operators that I really like. Um, for me to attack for defense, I love using Frost because I love the
Yeah.
Frost bat.
That's who
That
I'm getting good at. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just pick one character. I'm gonna figure out how to use them. I'm gonna get good at them. Don't even think about trying another character because it's not even worth
Mhm.
it. I keep saying character operator. Sorry. See, this is how much of a noob I am to this game. Get just really good at one operator, and then I can start figuring out how to use other ones. But Frost,
Mhm.
and then what's the one
Frost is
that
good.
flashes everybody? Is it Ying?
Yeah. Yeah.
When you're
Go
attacking.
ping,
Yeah.
ping, 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 ping. Yeah.
Yep. Frost and Ying, they're my mains right now because I just was like, okay, I'm gonna pick one here.
Here's a trick. Here's a trick with Frost though.
Okay,
This is how
listening.
you can get them. So
Okay.
like say if you're in one of the places where like you have the entrance that you've already boarded up and you got the windows.
Mm-hmm.
Always put one near a window where the bomb is at. Put one there.
Okay,
Put one on
yes.
top of the steps. Put one usually kind of like near one of the entrances because somebody's going to fall in and get it. And the cool thing
Mm-hmm.
about it, you can ping them so that way you know where they are when they
Mm.
get killed.
Got it.
Or and don't immediately rush them just yet. Wait
Okay.
for a little bit because there's going to be somebody else that's going to try to help him out, and that's when you can take out both two of the guys. So it's just the way
Got
you
it.
play your cards. So definitely
Alrighty.
think about that when you're being tactical. But I gotta
Okay.
definitely play some
Noted.
games with you for sure.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
got it. Like I said, you got to teach me. You're gonna have to carry, but one of these days, I'll carry you. Don't worry. I'll pay
hey,
it
listen,
back.
I'm happy. Uh,
I
carry me. You can carry me through Overwatch.
got you.
I'm
Yeah.
okay.
Oh yeah. Got you. Overwatch. Got you. Dead by Daylight. Got you.
See,
Siege. Nope.
I used to run with this with a squad. I used to run with my
Yeah.
squad from every now and again. I am Cherish Marie, she's a streamer, and
Oh, okay.
she got a little team that I kick it with her from time to time. But I'm good with Soldier. Soldier's my guy. When it comes
Okay.
to attack, it's either Soldier or Ash that I'll use, or Baptiste, or then I'll use like for tanks, of course, Diva or Bastion,
Oh
somebody like
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
Those are my favorites.
Good
So
choices. Good choices.
yeah, I gotta flex my muscles a little bit. I've got gaming a couple of times. I'm not as
Nice.
good, but I have my moments. I always say, you
We
know,
all do. We all do.
yeah. So but yeah. So I definitely want to know you're better run out of time soon. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get to probably just like one of the main topics that everybody wants to talk about real quick, and then we can wrap it up with you.
Awesome. Yeah.
So moving on to we got Microsoft guys. So we know that things have been getting heating up with Microsoft. They've been dealing with the whole MCA, the CMA type of thing. They had to go to court with PlayStation and the UK based off of the whole legal battle over the Activision and the Blizzard deal. This has been very big. A lot of people have been covering it. It's just been a whole big mess, and like the war is gone out of hand. It's gotten a lot out of hand as of late, especially now they finally agreed to go ahead and pause the legal battle over the deal,
Mm.
which also indicates that now Microsoft is actually freely to go ahead and acquire it, acquire it now. So, uh, just from reading this, Nicole, what did you think about it? Are you excited that now you can finally add this whole big catalog, including Diablo, um, to
Yes.
Xbox family?
Yes. I'm just because again, like we talked about, console is like has always been my thing, and Xbox
Mhm.
specifically. So the more that I can get out of it, the merrier. So yeah, it's really interesting that this is up for grabs, and I hope that it's a success on Microsoft's uh on their part for sure.
Absolutely, absolutely. And before I go to you, Art, what you think of this? For me, like I'm glad that they finally, got this. Because at the end of the day, like I've said before, to a lot of the guys, I said, listen, I'm glad that they're finally getting more of a W, because Xbox, they've been in trouble for a while
Yeah.
when it
Oh
comes to
yeah.
getting bangers out, when it comes to getting
Mm-hmm.
different things. And like I've always been concerned for the Xbox consumer, because I said, listen, we got these powerful machines, and we're not getting the quality games that you guys deserve to have.
Right.
And I
Right.
think that's always been my standpoint of them. I was like, you guys, they got the studios. They have the money. They got the studios. Just give us some bangers. Give us some bangers. I don't want you guys to have to
Where are
worry
the
about
bangers?
where's the bangers.
Come on, Xbox. I gave you 15 years of my life.
It literally, and the saddest thing that I hate seeing, when it comes from the game on the other side of the game, is seeing you guys have to go through seeing Phil on kind of funny games explaining why this didn't work out. I don't want to see him on there doing that anymore. I want to see him saying, look at Starfield. We're banging, we're doing it out. We're
Mm-hmm.
almost close to Game of the Year nominations. I want to see stuff like that, and I just want y'all. I want y'all to finally win. I do want to ask you this: Do you feel like this was kind of a cheap move when it comes to the industry? When they say, "Well, if I can't beat you, I got to buy you." Some people say that. Do you feel like it's
I
a cheap
mean,
move, or you feel it's okay?
yeah. It's hard. It's hard because I'd love to think that there's room for everyone, but like monopolization, it's just part of economics. It just happens. Amazon, Apple, like there's gonna always be these huge monsters that are gonna just take over. And as a consumer, I wish that I could kind of set that aside and not think about that. But uh at the end of the day, I mean, it is kind of a cop out. It is kind of a cheat.
Yeah, I was just like, I was like, I'm glad that it is going to be game changer. We all know this. This is a big industry changer for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing this is, yeah, it's going to change the marketplace. Now, when it comes to Sony, I always think, listen, I'm a PlayStation guy, but I love all games. I play all systems, but Sony's my deal.
Yeah.
And but I don't see it from a Sony pony's perspective. Oh, I'm
Mm,
upset, because
yeah.
they finally got this. They cheated it.
Yeah.
That's not my angle. My angle is this: I'm fine with them having it as long as they deliver with those
Yeah.
studios. I don't want
Yep.
them to sit on them and not do anything. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Especially with the showcase, with the Xbox showcase, there were some games that was really good, looked really good, and my problem was there's certain games that we've seen back in 2019 that we don't even know the dates to them. That's my concern with that. It's like, wait a minute, now you mean to tell me we had 3 years and we don't have a day and date with Hellblade, and it's been worked on for so long?
Mm.
Like, what is going on here? you
Yeah.
know
Exactly.
Yep. You're right. Absolutely.
Those are my concerns. What I was like, you guys need to start pressing them. You guys are consumers. You guys pay for Game Pass. You buy these systems.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing all
Mm-hmm.
this. Shouldn't you want to demand a little bit more from your consumer and your base?
Yep.
Not say, hey, I got Game Pass and that's all I got to worry about. You don't want to do that because that's kind of like a cop out. Yes, it's great that we got Game Pass. Game Pass is great, day and date. I love it. It's awesome.
It is. Yeah.
But you want to have something that is sustainable and that's going to keep you coming back and keep people saying, "Oh, this is the reason why I can buy an Xbox because they got
Right.
A, B, and C." I want to
Right.
be that type of person that say, "Okay, this is the reason why I want to purchase this because look at all this stuff that we got." Not well, we do got Game Pass, but we don't want to do that. So that's
Right.
what my angle comes from when it comes to that. I just want them to do something with these studios and really take it to the next level,
Yeah.
with
without
it.
blowing,
Agreed.
basically without letting them go. Basically, do something while they can. And I'm actually
Yep.
full in with that. That's kind of my thing. As we touched on it last time, that was my thing. I really hope they actually do something with the studios. I don't want to see them buy it. I don't want to see them spend all this money just to have it throw around.
Absolutely.
Right. Just for the title.
And
Yeah.
Right.
But
Right.
I don't want that. I really don't want that. Because they have a potential, especially with Starfield being the biggest, one of the biggest games out here. Coming soon, man. It's coming soon with all these other different games that's coming out and different titles. And for all the PlayStation guys just worrying, I said, listen, PlayStation's gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine. They got the titles. They're doing good. You already know it. They're gonna be doing big when it comes to stuff. Do I agree with how Jim Ryan runs things? No, I don't think he's not been a really good representation of what Sony is, and I think that's something that we're gonna have to fix. It's the same thing from way back before Phil got into his spot. Before Phil got his spot, what was that other dude? I forget what his name was, but he kind of ran Xbox down the ground until Phil got in there and started changing things up and making things better. So it's just like with Jim, it's the same thing with Jim Ryan. It's like, you don't have the right idea right now when it comes to Sony's interest, and I think we need to have somebody who will be able to take Sony to the next level, just like it used to be before he got in there. So it's like it's the same kind of deal with that, but Sony, you're gonna be fine. Don't you worry. You're gonna bring out bangers like you normally do, and everybody's gonna be having fun. I think what the Xbox guys think that there's some guys in the Xbox camp that feel like, oh, all you guys are doing is getting ripped off by Sony. That you're paying money. Listen, I've been paying my titles since back in the day when my mom used to buy stuff. I've never had a problem with that. I have a Nintendo Switch. I have 3 of them, and I pay my titles. I love my Nintendo Switch, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy my Mario RPG game remake when it come out because that's a childhood favorite. So it's like
Yep.
it's things like that. I'm not concerned about price. I'm concerned about quality. I want
Oh yeah.
quality. I
For
want
sure.
games that take me to another place like Ghost of Tsushima. I want places. I love stuff like that. If you can do that for me, I'm fine with that. And if I can play with my friends wherever they are, whether they're PC or Xbox, I'm good with that too. I love that. So that's all been my take. Art, what is your take on it? How did you feel going in and reading this, and what's your overall thoughts on it?
My thoughts is that I kind of felt like it's finally getting even. Like, Sony's been having the same stuff for years. They've been who they are. They've been having like the monopoly and stuff, in my opinion. But this evens the playing field, and it kind of gives Xbox, hey, now's our time to shine, and maybe we can start fixing these companies. I know Activision has had issues in the past. To see them to go back and do it, it makes me look forward to it. So
Nice.
I'm kind of interested on seeing where they come from. So
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And it's just one of those things where it's just like, I'm just like I said, I'm glad for them, and I just hope that they continue to actually do what Phil said he was going to do and really start investing more into making sure there's games that people want to play. That's the whole deal. We want to have games that people want to play
Yep.
and have fun with it. That's we got to do that. And that way it keeps your market going. It keeps people wanting to say, I'm gonna buy an Xbox because I love this and this and that about
Mm-hmm.
it. But anyhow, I know you gotta get ready to go. So I
Yeah.
wanna do one last funny. If you got maybe 5 minutes, uh I definitely wanna do something that I know you would like, that everyone would love. So
Okay.
before you go, I definitely wanna get how can they find you and what you got going on.
Yeah. So, as you mentioned previously, I stream on Twitch. Oh, Nicole.
Absolutely,
It's there. I don't
absolutely.
even have to type it out. There you go.
There you go.
OHHNICOLEEEE.
Hmm?
I know it's an annoyingly repetitive lettered name, but I've had it was my gamer tag for so long on Xbox, and some people don't know how to say it correctly. It's just oh Nicole because I'm always doing something wrong. I'm always making a mistake. I'm always finding myself in very unfortunate situations within my game. So everyone's like, "Oh, Nicole, back at it again. There you are. What did you do now?" So I figured, all right, that's it. You're gonna say that anyways, then we're just gonna call me that. But yeah, that's my handle on everything: Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, everything. So Discord, add me on Discord if you're interested in joining my community. I have a Discord server, Gamer Friends. They're an amazing group of people. I'm so honored to have all of them there and to be able to interact with them and game with them on a daily basis. So much so that we are very, very much like close friends now. So if you're interested in joining, add me on Discord and I'll link you. Um, but yeah, everything is O Nicole. Gamer tag on Xbox, like I said, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. Thank you so much again, Carlisle and Ark, for having me here. It's been so much fun to talk to you both, and I've really enjoyed the topics and just the opportunity to kind of talk a little bit about myself and just talk to like-minded gamers. So I really appreciate it again.
No problem. I really enjoyed looking at you. I just followed you on there, so definitely.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. Yeah, it means a lot. I appreciate the support. I'm happy to pay for it as well. So whenever you go live, definitely will show my support. I'm really big on growth and support across the community. This is not the industry to try to monopolize. There are billions of people in the world. There's enough room for all of us to be successful in the sector. So um, I'm really big on supporting others, and I will help promote others that come to me, and just like they've done for me as well, like yourself, Carlisle. So yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Thank you guys again so much. It's been a pleasure.
problem.
Absolutely, and like I said, I really greatly appreciate you for always being here and always really, being an MVP. So I definitely you're definitely an MVP. Very kind person, and always supporting, always doing what you do best, which I really love. Always ready to just go out and just reach out and say, "Hey, I want to be your friend.
Yes,
Come
I'm all
through,"
about it. All about the
and
friendship, all about the positive vibes.
And she's no joke, guys. Like, she is a very, very well endowed supporter. She always would
Thank
support
you.
anybody and what they're doing, always coming to check
Hmm.
on you and seeing how you are, and just always engaging with everybody. Always great, to have you around. And like I said, we don't have too many people that's like that in the space, but it's always good to see them and just see them
Yes,
manifest and blossom. So, man, I'm telling
definitely.
you, you guys got to go and check her out. She's wonderful, and definitely you let me know what you think, because she's just amazing. You know,
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah,
absolutely.
it's been a pleasure. Have a great rest of your podcast, and I hope to talk to
Hmm.
you guys soon.
Yeah. You
All
too.
right, I appreciate you, Nicole. Everybody, like I said, I'm gonna put the link up, and we'll definitely I'll get with you with that, and I'll get with you back behind the scenes, Nicole. I
Yes, please.
appreciate you for being on. We
Thank you
gotta we
again.
gotta do it again. We definitely got to
Oh
do it
yeah,
again.
for sure. For sure. It's super fun to talk with you guys. So yeah, would love to be back again. So thank you.
Oh, no, much love, much love.
Yes.
That was old
Alrighty.
Nicole, guys. Appreciate y'all,
Bye.
and we gonna keep going.
Thank
Take it
you.
easy.
See ya.
But yeah, awesome. She's amazing, y'all. Definitely check her out. I'll definitely post that link in the description, so that way you guys can go ahead and follow her. She's an amazing person. But we gonna get back to it. So we still got yeah. So with the deal, it's definitely interesting. How things kind of really take a turn. So, but hey, at the end of the day, as long as they're able to do something with it, I am fine with that. But moving on, so I definitely want to talk about the Switch 2 release type of rumors that's going around. So I definitely want to ask you, Art. Hey, hearing this, man, does this kind of entice you to go ahead and pick one up yourself?
I'm actually was actually looking at Switches for a little bit. I'm considering it when I get the money. Right now, I'm trying to focus on a little bit of what I want to do. I know there's some games I want to buy first before I do it, so maybe a little
Facts.
bit longer. And so most likely will be happening probably next year then when I'm thinking about getting a Switch, because it doesn't just I like the games on there, but I have a couple games that I want to pick up on Steam. I'm definitely looking at getting Dead Space and a few others on here
Mm-hmm.
because I've been looking at getting stuff. I used to play Five Nights on PC, but unfortunately it's been so much. So I'm definitely going to be
Yeah.
getting that, and then so gonna get Dead Space first and then go through that. So probably next year, because at the same time I gotta try to save up for GCX coming up next year, as that's where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of stuff
Hey, let's go.
prior. So most likely be a year before I actually pull the trigger on it.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Yeah, man, there's a lot of things coming out. I definitely agree with you that you want to kind of go ahead and, you know, grab before you even think about, trying to get one. But yeah, I'm definitely interested in that Switch 2, man. And if the rumors are correct or true, man, we're literally there, you know. And especially with the fiscal year ending around March 31st, that means after that they can go ahead and start uh promoting the new system. Really, I mean, because logically, the fiscal year they want to kind of wrap everything up when it comes to the original Switch. Wrap everything up for that, and then go ahead and start promoting the next one. So yeah, it's looking like that, man. I'm definitely interested in that for sure. So last topic I want to do, and I'm gonna save the other one for the next time. But details on Sony's Project Q. So I definitely want to touch on that. So the Project Q has been pretty cool. We got a chance to see a little bit of that in the showcase as well. So I was definitely interested in it. So I got some new details, and it looks like it's gonna be very interesting. So it's like it's basically like a novel handheld, of course, like the like your Switch and PSP type thing. But apparently it's designed to stream games directly from a PS5 console, which is pretty cool. Uh and it's kind of traditional in a way, but I'm guessing it's going to be just as powerful as kind of like a PS5, I would say. You know, what do you think about Arkstorm? Do you think it's going to be pretty interesting? They finally bringing back the handheld.
Yeah, I think it's definitely gonna be interesting because we never kind of had this like type of thing besides really like the Steam Deck, the Stream Deck, Steam
Yeah.
Stream Deck. So with that being said, I want to know kind of on how it goes from there. I'm definitely looking forward to see on what it is, because I definitely want to look at the specs.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to, you know.
Just get it and be like, okay, you know. Yeah, and I agree with you on that. You know, I want to see what they actually do, and especially because we didn't get the in-depth analysis on what it has, what it can do, the different things that it can have on there, and can it port to the TV or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what, like, is it gonna actually? There's some concerns, like, is it actually gonna work? Because there could be
Yes.
like a battery issue that comes around down the line. Oh, you just wasted money. It doesn't hold the charge. Because how long
Mm-hmm.
is the charge good for? I know we have that issue with some of the game consoles now.
Yes, that's true. That's definitely true. It's like, how long can that last? What's going on here? You know, I really want to know the specs for sure. I really want to know, what's going on. Apparently, it's going to be, basically $300 for this bad boy. You know, which it's not too bad, all things considering, and being able to play your PS5 games. Shoot, that's a plus. Like Destiny. You know,
Yeah,
just think about it. Being able to play Destiny in the comfort of your bed. Hey guys, yeah, I can do this raid. I'm in bed, but I can knock this raid out with you in your handheld. It's pretty cool. I like
exactly.
that. I like that. I'm sure it's gonna have Bluetooth as well. I'm almost sure with that. Uh, just different things that and you probably can stream with it. Who knows?
Maybe.
I mean, if you can stream those games with it, it probably can act like the mobile type deal and be able to stream and play those games. So it's definitely pretty cool to have an interface like that, something a little new, and have the handhelds back into the game. And they really they know the Switch is so popular with its handheld being the ultimate console and handheld at the same time. So they was like, you know what? Let's try to tap into that market back again. We used to dominate it along with the Switch, but now that they're finally doing it, hey, I'm excited for them. To get back into that. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to Project Q, you know what I'm saying? Uh but for that is all we got for the show. But I appreciate everybody, and I'm definitely gonna go ahead and put old Nicole we'll definitely put her link so that way you guys can follow her. She's such an amazing person and a great friend for sure. So let me go ahead and do that. But that being said, while you're doing that, I definitely want to go ahead and do the floor is yours. So, Ark, my main man, how can they follow you, man? And what you got going on?
Ooh, so you guys can follow me over on Arkstorm too, on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, pretty much every social. We're even on Kick. You definitely find the podcast stuff on my main profile. I always have it tagged in most of my stuff, as well as socials down there. You guys can pretty much find me over on Arkstorm. We got a couple things going. I'm actually going to be going live for probably about maybe an hour and a half stream. Gonna definitely be playing Boogeyman. Definitely gotta play it. I actually bought it while we were talking. So I'm definitely gonna play a few
Hey,
rounds of those. So yeah.
so it's so good, man.
Definitely I like
you
horror. I just never like I didn't want to
you're gonna
spend.
like it.
Yeah, so and then I got a couple things coming next week from Amazon, so definitely some changes coming around for content. So that's pretty much really what's going on. We definitely have a podcast episode happening tomorrow, and it's going to be a little bit different than we normally do. We usually talk about Destiny,